Draw up. To create or prepare a document, such as a contract or agreement. Synonym for draw up. Draft, prepare, compose, formulate, create, write. The legal team will draw up the terms of the partnership agreement. Engineers draw up blueprints to plan the construction of buildings. Lawyers draw up contracts to formalize agreements between parties. Set up. To establish or organize a business or system. Synonym for set up. Establish, organize, found, create, arrange, initiate. Entrepreneurs set up businesses to provide goods or services to customers. They plan to set up a new branch in the downtown area. Governments set up regulatory agencies to oversee industries and ensure compliance. Phase out. To gradually eliminate or reduce a product or service. Synonym for phase out. Eliminate, withdraw, remove, reduce, discontinue, cease. The company decided to phase out the outdated software. Companies may phase out old models of products to make way for newer versions. The government plans to phase out the use of fossil fuels in favor of renewable energy sources. Cashing on. To take advantage of an opportunity, often for financial gain. Synonym for cashing on. Exploit, take advantage of, profit from, benefit from, monetize, capitalize on. Authors often try to cash in on the success of their first book by writing sequels or spin-offs. The company aims to cash in on the growing market demand. Investors look to cash in on opportunities in emerging markets for potential profit. Back up. To support or endorse a project, idea, or colleague. Synonym for back up. Support, endorse, advocate for, stand by, reinforce, substantiate. Scientists back up their findings with empirical evidence and peer-reviewed research. The team is ready to back up the proposal with relevant data. Managers back up their employees by providing resources and support to help them succeed. Roll out. To launch or introduce a new product or service to the market. Synonym for roll out. Launch, introduce, unveil, release, initiate, implement. Tech companies roll out updates to their software to improve functionality and address bugs. Automobile manufacturers roll out new car models at annual conventions to showcase to potential buyers. The company plans to roll out the latest version of its software next month. Write off. To declare a financial loss or asset as worthless. Synonym for write off. Disregard, ignore, abandon, discount, dismiss, invalidate. The company had to write off the damaged inventory as a loss. Accountants write off bad debts as losses on a company's financial statements. Insurance companies may write off damaged assets as unrecoverable. Scale back. To reduce the size, scope, or operations of a business. Synonym for scale back. Reduce, decrease, downsize, cut back, trim, shrink. Due to budget constraints, the company had to scale back its expansion plans. The government decided to scale back funding for certain social programs due to budget constraints. During economic downturns, companies often scale back their operations to reduce costs. Hold off. To delay or postpone a decision or action. Synonym for hold off. Delay, postpone, wait, stall, procrastinate, temporize. The board decided to hold off on the merger until market conditions improved. The board decided to hold off on making a decision until they had more information. Farmers hold off planting crops until after the last frost to avoid damage. Look into. To investigate or examine a situation or issue. Synonym for look into. Investigate, examine, probe, explore, scrutinize, delve into. The audit team will look into the financial discrepancies. The authorities decided to look into the allegations of fraud within the company. We need to look into the reasons behind the sudden increase in customer complaints. Cash out. To sell one's investment or stake in a business for cash. Synonym for cash out. Sell out, liquidate, redeem, convert, dispose of, realize. The entrepreneur cashed out his shares in the startup after it went public. After years of investment, he decided to cash out and retire comfortably. The entrepreneur decided to cash out and sell the company. Take over. To acquire control or ownership of a business or company. Synonym for take over. Acquire, assume control of, commandeer, seize, capture, dominate. The new CEO successfully took over the reins of the company and implemented significant changes. The larger corporation aims to take over the smaller competitor. The multinational corporation announced plans to take over the struggling local business. Run out of. To deplete or exhaust the supply of something. Synonym for run out of. Exhaust, deplete, use up, empty, drain, consume. The factory temporarily halted production as it ran out of raw materials. We ran out of supplies due to the unexpected surge in demand. The store ran out of stock due to unexpectedly high demand. Team up with. To collaborate or work together with another business or individual. Synonym for team up with. Collaborate with, partner with, join forces with, ally with, work together with, unite with. The musician teamed up with a famous producer to create their latest album. The two companies decided to team up to develop a new line of eco-friendly products. The tech company decided to team up with a marketing agency for a joint project. Bottom out. To reach the lowest point in a business cycle or performance. Synonym for bottom out. Reach the lowest point, hit rock bottom, plummet, decline, slump, crash. The stock prices have bottomed out, and analysts predict a recovery soon. The stock prices seem to have bottomed out, prompting investors to consider buying. The housing market finally bottomed out after months of decline. Cash flow in. To have a positive influx of funds or income. Synonym for cash flow in. Generate revenue, garner income, receive funds, obtain cash, earn money, bring in cash. Investments in infrastructure projects resulted in cash flow in the local economy. The successful launch of the new product led to a significant cash flow in the company. The successful product launch resulted in a significant cash flow in. Phase in. To gradually introduce a new product, process, or strategy. Synonym for phase in. Introduce gradually, implement slowly, roll out, initiate, gradually introduce, integrate. The company plans to phase in the updated software features over the next few months. The company plans to phase in the new software update gradually to minimize disruptions. The government announced it would phase in the new tax regulations over the next fiscal year. Lay off. To terminate employees or reduce the workforce. Synonym for lay off. Terminate, dismiss, sack, fire, let go, downsize. Due to budget cuts, the company had to lay off several employees. The economic downturn forced many businesses to lay off workers to stay afloat. The company had to lay off a significant number of employees due to financial constraints. Write up. To prepare a formal document or report. Synonym for write up. Document, record, write out, transcribe, report, chronicle. The researchers spent weeks analyzing the data before writing up the findings for publication. The lawyer wrote up the contract outlining the terms of the agreement. The marketing team will write up a detailed analysis of the campaign results. Close down. To cease operations or shut down a business. Synonym for close down. Cease operations, shut down, go out of business, wind up, liquidate, dissolve. The small cafe had to close down due to economic challenges. The restaurant had to close down permanently due to financial losses during the pandemic. The factory closed down after years of declining profitability. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.